A judge last week threw out a proposed settlement for Harvey Weinstein's victims, and thank goodness he did.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I got to tell you, as you know, I have always fought. I don't do class actions. I handle mass tort cases, but I go to trial, and I actually try cases for people. Class actions have become a device that corporations use. They'll go hire some bottom-feeding lawyer, okay? This bottom-feeding lawyer will file a class action, and all the while, they're negotiating with the bottom-feeding lawyer to work out the sweetheart deal. The Weinstein case reminds me a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely. The class action, they wanted to put together $25 million for God knows how many victims of this man, but it also included people who were never technically victimized. You know, if you were a woman and you worked for Harvey Weinstein in any capacity, you suddenly became eligible for this. And by the way, $12 million for Weinstein's lawyers and their legal fees.
Yeah, talk about that.
That is insane.
It's disgusting. It's nauseating. Talk about it.
Well, it makes you wonder whose side that lawyer actually was on, because you don't negotiate as part of a class action settlement fees for the other person's attorneys, especially not to the tune of $12 million.
Okay.
Half the settlement was for him.
So the attorneys freaked out because the Weinstein organization declared bankrupt. Okay, we see it all the time.
Yeah.
But here's how it really works. Just because they go into bankruptcy, into reorganization, doesn't mean that you're not going to have royalties coming in from all of those movies for years and years and years. So there's more money there. And these people have a better shot, honest to God, they have a better shot making a bankruptcy claim that'll be going on for a long time than they would with this deal that they tried to cram down these people's throat. This judge, I really love this judge. What is his name?
Alvin Hellerstein.
I love this guy. He started asking tough questions. He said, wait a second. First of all, how do you treat a woman who's been raped the same way as somebody who's just been a victim, maybe been verbally abused, but that's different from a rape.
Right.
And so he starts looking, this is a garbage settlement, is what, basically what he said.
Yeah, you can't, the whole point of a class is that everybody has a identical or at least very, very similar injury.
Right.
And there is a world of difference between a rape and somebody who witnessed a woman get verbally harassed. Because that's what some of these were. They weren't even themselves harassed, but they did witness harassment. Those are not the same. And the judge pointed that out very clearly. He said, there are different classes here, but you cannot put them all together. But I think it was a lot of the $12 million for Weinstein and his lawyers that the judge said, this doesn't even make sense.
Sometimes, okay, first of all, there are about 100 women involved in all this. This pig, absolute, utter pig, Weinstein, victimized more than 100 women in one way or another. And so this judge, I think, he looks at this agreement and he says, wait a second. This looks an awful lot like it's being driven by the insurance company. It looks like you're willing to cave in because the insurance company is going to pay you whatever the deal is, not the $12 million, but whatever the deal is in addition to that, fees-wise for the lawyers. And we're seeing this more and more, Farron. We're seeing it with a corporation. We saw it with the Roundup case. The Roundup case was virtually over, and we saw, some things take place that were kind of suspect. Farron Cousins, thank you for joining me, okay?
Thank you.